One UI 7 is just around the corner, and we've already discovered so much about what it brings to the table. But guess what? There are 8 fresh updates about this software that you probably haven't heard yet. So let's dive right in. First up, remember the lock screen media player inspired by iOS 18? We now have a full video showcasing how it works, and let me tell you, it's better than expected. Samsung didn't just copy the iOS version, they leveled it up. You get full-size album art with playback controls underneath, which looks amazing. But here's the cool part. If you're not a fan of the album art taking over your entire lock screen, you can shrink it into what Samsung calls the Now bar. Best of both worlds, right? The animation is super smooth. Even in the demo video running at 60 FPS, it looks fluid. Imagine this running at 120 FPS on your actual device. It's going to be buttery smooth. This is a definite upgrade from One UI 6.1. Now, let's talk about a bit of a controversial change. Samsung is dropping the Decks app for Windows with One UI 7. Wait, don't panic. They're not scrapping Decks entirely, just the app for Windows. If you're unfamiliar with it, the Decks app for Windows allowed you to connect your Galaxy phone to your PC and manage it in a dedicated window, making file transfers super easy. But with One UI 7, Samsung is pulling support for the Windows version of the app. Why? Samsung wants users to shift to Microsoft's Link to Windows feature since it does almost the same thing. It makes sense. Why maintain 2 apps that do the same job? Just like how Google and Samsung merged Nearby Share and Quick Share into one feature. The standalone Decks feature isn't going anywhere. You'll still be able to connect your Galaxy phone to a monitor or external display and use it like a mini desktop. It's just the Windows app that's going away. Next up, One UI 7 is also getting a fresh update to the lock screen. The new layout allows you to add widgets side by side. These widgets match the pill shape that's already used in the Quick Settings panel. The best part? Samsung added a blur effect to these widgets so they blend seamlessly with your lock screen background while staying super readable. Speaking of widgets, check out the new calendar and clock widgets. The calendar widget honestly looks a lot like Apple's. But if that's not your style, Samsung's got options, including one that lets you customize the background and shape of the calendar widget to your liking. Samsung accidentally uploaded a One UI 7 video showing how the software looks on the Z Flip 6. They quickly took it down, but not before we got a glimpse of the new design tweaks in action. And speaking of official videos, Samsung is hyping up AI Zoom as a key feature of One UI 7. According to them, AI Zoom uses the Pro Visual Engine and the Galaxy camera's AI to help capture clearer zoomed-in images. Whether this actually improves zoomed-in shots on current Samsung phones with the update or if it's just a marketing buzzword remains to be seen. I'm leaning towards the latter, but we'll find out soon enough. Finally, One UI 7 might bring the long-awaited video object eraser feature. However, there's a catch. It could be exclusive to the Galaxy S25 series. Why? Because it needs the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, which has native support for this feature. If you have the S24 Ultra or an older device, you'll likely miss out since those chips require cloud processing for the same feature, meaning you have to upload your video to the cloud to use this feature. This is probably why Samsung won't enable it on the S24 Ultra or older devices. Now for the big question, which devices are getting One UI 7? While Samsung hasn't released an official list yet, here's what we know based on typical software support timelines. The Galaxy S25 series will be the first to get the update, with the S24 series receiving the beta rollout this month. So if you're an S24 user and want to try out the beta version, you won't have to wait long to check out the new features.